Hey guys, it's Tarkin coming at you with another game of Total Warhammer 3. We're here on our Elspeth campaign. We're broke, but not terribly broke. We're going south, just to bash some folks. Of course, Imperial Authority isn't like, it's not great at the moment because there's a bunch of provinces that aren't owned by the Empire. We could go up and get some of them out of the way, but a lot of them are like kind of friendly with us-ish. Although we could... Do we have any agreements with them? We don't. So we'd be able to pop the man-eaters if we really wanted to dedicate ourselves to it. Because we could get a little bit of authority back that way. And then some of the north. But I don't want to fight those Skaven, so maybe we'll just sacrifice it in the long run. Look, we're allies with the dwarves, so if we hold it there, it'll give us progress towards our eventual faction goals, which don't include going south. But we're gonna do it anyway. Hey Colin, what's up, man? But we got our big dragon, and we're gonna go into battle here. We've got all of our gunpowder. We've got our knights on hippogriffs. We've got it all set up. Do we want to get anything from the gunnery school? Can we get something cool yet? We can upgrade them and get them more resources. We can upgrade them for more range. That seems good. Alright, so we could use this bombard and it does a huge thing. We will upgrade the exploding ammo because I've been eyeing that for a super long time. Alright, so which one of these guys do we want to fight? We want to fight the army with the rattling guns. No, we want to fight the army with all the big stuff in it so that we can shoot it from further away. Because this one's a bigger army. And that means we want to hit the smaller one first, question mark? We might be fighting the whole set of reinforcements as well. The rattling guns we can just pop from far away, probably. Well, we'll take the harder army first. And we are gonna... Oh, no. Well, Queek's gonna be here, too. Well, so I guess we could just like totally flee. No, we'll fight. Probably lose. It's all right. This will be an important character moment if we lose this army here. And then we can rebuild the second one, sort of, as we go. Okay, so reinforcements coming from that side and from this side over here. This might be a time when corner camping is called for. I think it just might be. Look, it's not very sporting, but when the situation calls for it, if you go all the way to the back, then you can't be surrounded from behind, and I think that's what we're gonna have to do here. And again, it's not very sporting. What we'll do is move the Hellstorm like all the way on the hill, like right here probably, and then we'll form a band there through the corner. And through that we'll try to survive. Now this is like not sporting, and there's a million things that can go wrong, and they might. But what is pretty sure is if I try to fight this battle out on the open field... Well, we could try to fight it square first. Why don't we? Why don't we just see what would happen if I tried to fight this the real way? So if we sit here, we can already open up. And we'll be able to get good fire on most of them. So... Queek is coming in from this way, and that's the dangerous army. We don't have a lot of really good ways to deal with him. A couple of tanks might help, though. Alright, so right here we'll be able to open up some shots. The rattling guns are, like, dangerous, but they don't have really awesome range. So we're going to be able to move our guys a little forward here. We're going to need to move a lot of our guys forward into the deployment zone. So if we get like a Tattersall front like so, and then there, and then you can just sort of like get, yeah, because those are, we can get all of these in one, where we sort of have the Amethyst to the rear, and then here Ulrich's sons in the front, or Sigmar's sons rather. We're setting all this up, and like it's just gonna go so bad. We already robbed their spearmen, huh? So I have Sigmar. I feel so ambivalent, and by that I mean I feel like this is not gonna go well. It'll be fine. The Auckland long rifles will be able to feast. We'll have a group to the right and a group to the left. Maybe Elspeth will be able to pull it out, right? We've got a strong army. It's very strong. It may not be enough, but hey, maybe nothing will be. And that's okay too. We'll have this side of the battlefield. The routing will be fine, maybe. We need the Hellstorm over here, though. Even though it can't reach him. Even though it can't reach him. Because if we just drop Elspeth in, what's the worst that'll happen? They'll use the spell that nets us in the air and light us up with rattling guns. But this guy doesn't have that spell. Will anyone in these armies have it? I don't think so. I think actually they don't have any casters over there. So what we need to do is get something going on. Because if not, then... Or actually, maybe fire into rattling guns could be fine. Killing rat ogres is good too, but I think... Because if we can get Elspeth, like, stuck on Queek from far away, which, what does they have in that army that could kill her? Warp lightning cannons? I mean, maybe. Probably. But the tanks up front, so the tanks are not going to get like beaten too quickly by what's happening here. And we are starting. Alright, so he has the other Trickster Shard almost certainly. So we're going to know that our, we're going to be able to get beat up pretty badly potentially here. Now the important thing is that, oh, these Giselles are trying to shoot us. They're not going to get away with it though. Alright, Queek gets a little distract here. We're going to open up. These tanks having a time. We're still shooting at the rat ogres. It's not like a perfect choice. It's not bad, though. And we get a couple really massive hits on Queek. Of course, we just want to stay in motion, because if we get on these rattling guns, I don't think there's anything that'll really hurt us here. Queek's anti-infantry, and while he's got good stats, we've got a beast of a stat line here. Potentially. So we're gonna drop these armor piercing here. We need to get fire on the Doomwheel. Okay, and in my wisdom, we totally forget about the summons. Apparently these clan rats though are getting dealt with just from the engineer being in the right spot at the right time. So hopefully we're gonna pop this. There we go. We're just gonna keep on popping Queek because again, like we've got We've got HP to regen. We just need to not get hurt too much here. And their army is getting really, really wonderfully nuked on this side. Of course, we're gonna have to be defending the artillery before too long. Why can't I see which direction that'll face me? There we go. The long rifles are gonna be hitting stuff pretty soon. Elspeth is doing wonderfully here, but of course she doesn't like really have the juice to pop quick in this fight once her abilities are down. We're just gonna hit them and run, right? On the grounds that this purple sun will be better than whatever we can do over here, and we're taking a bunch of hits there. Our army has spawned the unit. We absolutely need to react to that in time. Get these clan rats off of the guns before they do any real damage. And now the Rattling guns are about to open up on the tanks. We are gonna like just go over to this side, protect the flank here. Of course, they look like they're trying to overload that side. They won't get away with too much here. All right, we've got trouble. No, we're doing fine. Queek is really far away and incredibly beat up. Doesn't look like he's got any healing sort of stuff. We're gonna be able to drop a purple sun right in the front here. These are like storm vermin and such, so we absolutely don't want to let them just get in freely. But they're not gonna get in freely. No, they won't. We need to get these fellows working there. We're going to get the warrior priest here. We want to get these long rifles shooting at a chieftain. We just want to make sure that they're getting something good here. And we are popping all the abilities. Why? Because we have got to get in there. And, you know, if we can just delay them a little bit more. Because these Amethyst Ironsides are opening up now. And these Amethyst Ironsides have already got summoned on. And if we will stop obstructing our artillery. Alright. If we hit this Doom Wheel with the breath, we might really be able to do a huge amount of work. These clan rats are not good units. We need to get our cavalry charging in. I think we need not backline defense, but oh, those are storm vermin though. That's rough. But that's a Doom Wheel, and that's rougher. So we just need to keep on going here. All right, so where's the bulk of the Skaven? It's right here. We're going to drop this sun right here. It should do really, really well. We don't want to dive those Storm Vermin. They've got halberds. These Knights of the Black Rose, I mean, that charge was heroic. But we need to get out. We need to get here. This dude probably doesn't want to fight a couple of tanks head-on. We'll probably beat him. Null Ironsides are actually getting some purchase here. Do we have any powder that's not shooting? It looks like we're doing pretty fine on that front. So can we like leadership bomb? What's all right? We should have done this a long time ago. We're going to do our ward save now. Drop the sky on them a little bit. All right, we got another purple sun. Do we drop it on this blob or this blob? I think this blob is better because it's getting in, and we need to get here. All right, can we get the cavalry to support? We just need to get these guys in front. Oh no, I accidentally cast the purple sun over there. Oh, that's real bad. That's real bad, but hey, at least we support a little bit. Now, we have the problem now. Quite a problem of these Rattling guns. How do we deal with it? I don't rightly know. These Amethyst Ironsides are shooting. We need to get this. Yeah, if we get... Alright, we're going to pop the powder. Hopefully it'll be the good one. And we're going to start shooting into this fellow here. Hopefully we won't get obstructed and we'll be able to keep on hitting them. We need to move these Amethyst Ironsides back now that they're hitting there. We might be losing some tanks. Elspeth, we might be losing some Elspeth. We are... Oh, no. We are getting absolutely mauled by Rattling gun fire. This is the Skaven dream, and we are suffering for it. Very, very bad news bears here. Alright. If we hit the mass, we can charge out. Maybe. Nemesis Ironsides have guys on them. These dudes are not shooting anyone. Oh, this is rough. It is real rough. The Giselles are their equivalent of my guys. Oh, no, no, no. I'm getting shot again. Oh, this is bad. It is real bad. Our Demis, you know, they have some good targets in there, but what they're not doing is getting anywhere with it. Elspeth is up in the air. If we can roast Queek here, we might be able to turn this around. Because Sigmar's sons can come and stabilize on this front. Right. Right. And we've got our terror causers here, you know. Our Hawkland long rifles are online. We just need to get these dudes right here. Alright, we want to Spirit Leech Queek. Alright, we got him. We got him. We need to get Elspeth to a safe spot now. She's got some room left on her healing cap. We're going to take this ability right now to get her out of here. We need to start charging down some rattling guns, potentially. If we could reposition these long rifles, that would be excellent. This dude, what is he doing? Oh, man. Oh, he could have been doing so much help there, but he instead does nothing. Alright, can we cycle charge here or something? Like, get a terror out on these spears? Maybe, maybe. Queek is coming back, but he's getting last samurai'd by the Sterling's Revenge. You know, they've got the AP, they've got what it needs, and these groups here, now this side is going to be able to turn the flank here. This group of folks getting absolutely mauled. All right, where do we drop this? We drop it right here on top of us? Yes. And these storm vermin are going to get hit by the long rifles here. We just need to be able to get them there. All right, man alive. Soulfire bombardment. This dude is so sorry that he left, but you know, he's back now. And of course, they do still have enemies streaming in. And we are in rough shape. Steadily rougher shape all the time. But all we've got to do is get this guy down, and then I bet we can get a lot of this army to run. I bet we can get the whole thing to army loss. Maybe not, though. We need to get our tanks into a nice, safe position. Alright. This is where our artillery is going to really feast here, right? Deathglow Bombardiers. That is where the target's got to be. That is who we want to focus on. Looks like we lost the Demis. No, it looks like the Demis are just very beaten up. There's only 7 units left. Yeah, I mean, we gotta get guys on the hill. You know, we gotta get ready for this. We gotta get going. We gotta start shooting these death globes, and we gotta get this tank out of there. We gotta do a lot. Elspeth has her barrier, such as it is, and we just need to get this guy, these fellows back. You know, because now this flank, they're not getting through it. Now these, this side will be fine. Of course, they do have Plague Claw catapults way in the distance. Can we get the great cannons on them? I hope so. These Deathglow Bombardiers, though, we are really... Lupio is taking one for the team. Oh, jeez. No, 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 no. Elspeth's getting shot again. Why can't I pay attention? She might actually die here. No. No, we'll be fine. Army losses. They're still coming in with, like, totally fresh units. Yeah. Nice dream. Oh, no, the humanity. We get absolutely popped. And Lupio is now in the middle of this, so... We are in range of their artillery, potentially. We just need to get ours on them. But we know if we go here, they probably won't be able to go. These Amethysts are doing so good. This This guy wants the smoke. All right, this is the moment we've been waiting for. We're gonna burning head here. It's not actually gonna work that well, right? Because rattling guns have good armor values, but this purple sun should be good. These long rifles, please break them. Please break them. Oh man, they got in. We need. Alright, the tank is facing the wrong way. We need that not to be happening. Because if these Amethyst Iron Sights could just keep shooting, the rocket battery has dealt with the plate coil catapults now. We've got them on, you know, on anti-personnel duty. This dude is a champion, right? This dude's like a real champion. He might be putting this whole thing on his back. Because we need somebody over here to defend. Alright, what can we do now? We can throw this missile, which is going to do like a big old bomb, right? No, we have to be looking at it or it won't throw it. Alright, that ability doesn't work. We're going to shoot this one of these people. Elspeth taking a bunch of hits again, but this time we're going to drop a purple sun right here. And get away. You know, she's still alive. She's got 1700 HP. She can't keep getting away with it. Oh no, the Knights of the Black Rose are caught out against Stormvermin Halberds. Very, very bad fight for him. Our support is lost now, but can we keep getting away with it? Because if we can keep on shooting here, we just might. Elspeth still got one in the tank, you know. Elspeth can still drop a purple sun right on these rattling gunners, and maybe get them all the way back off of us. Come on, yeah. There's our army losses. There we go. Oh, what a fight! What a fight! Glorious. Now, the Knights of the Black Rose are like running off the battlefield. Man, talk about getting beat up. I don't care. What a great fight. What a great fight. And hey, we actually did it well, you know. We didn't shrink. We made a firing line and we heroically attempted to defend it. And you know, we did defend it. We did defend it. We have died defending it. We still defend it. Because I'm like, we could still definitely get some value here on these Hellstorms. We can still get some value. Come on, let's see it. Shoot him! Because this mop-up is actually pretty important, right? Like, you can get a lot of work done here at the end. Oh, come on, shoot him. There we go. There's what we wanted. And we see how much damage it does when they drop in. It's little miniature purple suns. Are you kidding? Oh my god. That's a lot of damage. But anyway, we win, you know. Elspeth's healing cap. This guy, you know, he barely got dinged the whole time. What a champion, you know. The frenzy, the regen, all of this stuff, it all paid off. And the army's alive, you know. Our cavalry routed off, but hopefully we'll be able to grab them. And importantly, we sent a message. And that message might be, now we have a bonus first infantry for beating Queek, which is legitimately very wonderful, because Elspeth doesn't have super high attack values, and we can benefit from that. That'll help us against fighting, you know, like bats or any like fury type things. So very good. We lose the Royal Darth Griffites, which is a shame. They fought bravely. And we get wowza. Okay, so when you fight Skaven and you get the schematics, we can get like 2,000. I think we do that over the replenishment. I think we take the schematics. Alright, so they run away now. And we get Theodore Bruckner here at this army. And just in time. Alright, so he has some stuff. I've never seen this guy before, so we're going to look at it. Reaper. He gets a demograph mount? Oh my... Oh, I love him already. My new favorite guy. -5... Okay, so a hex for negative melee defense and speed. He gives -5 leadership to the enemies in the region, which is very good. And it gives his whole army immune to attrition, which is wonderful. Alright, so his abilities, Sundering and Frenzy. And then it'll be an area negative leadership hex, very nice. AP damage, ward save, and casualty replenishment. Weapon strength and terror for Demis. Perfect vigor and executioner. Yeah. This dude is great. This dude will be an awesome beat stick. I don't know if he will be great for this army, but he certainly will be great. Yeah, good stuff. Excellent stuff. You know, he's got his Liar's Bane, he's got his amulets and all of that. And so this also gives a flaming augment. Yeah, you know, what's not to like? And we'll be able to get up to... we'll be able to get Elspeth to lightning strike pretty soon. Alright, so we throw Bruckner into the army. So right now, did we smash that enough to where this is going to be easy? I mean, I think so. I think we absolutely, like, just mollywomped them, right? And moreover, they didn't get any damage on the artillery, really. So, even though we won't have, like, cavalry to do them, Elspeth can just heal up. Yeah, so we can just... Yeah, we don't want to... So if we do this, then we lose our knights and our dudes, but... But then we get rid of all of their armies. And if we don't do it, then we fight and they have, like, menace belows and we'll probably not be able to protect our stuff anyway. No, that's not right. Because Elspeth will be able to go and drop on them. She's got like 2k HP, and that's fine. Because they don't have but like a handful of rattling guns left, right? Yeah, yeah. Let's finish this here. I bet it'll be fine, and we can see what this Theodore can do. And I guess that blows up if he dies. So we'll try not to do that. But I bet we can figure out a way to not lose a bunch of our stuff. What if we, like, you know, protect it? Wouldn't that be a sight? Because this dude isn't, like, an immortal, but he is very heavily armored. He doesn't have, like, a ward save or anything, though, so I hardly want to, like, throw him out. I mean, he's got the ability for a ward save and his other ability for another ward save. But... yeah, because we can just, like... have some Amethyst dudes here to fire in case they come on to us from behind with those. Because they won't know to menace below inside the trees, right? Hopefully, right? And we'll have Theo there, you know, and then we'll defend this side with the Sterlings, and you know they won't see us there, so we'll be able to be right on them when they do the summon, and we'll be able to shoot if they go right there. And then, you know, I hardly want to lose my hardy spearmen, but we'll keep them in reserve just in case. Sigmar's sons are in fine fettle still. So what'll be coming from this side? I mean, a lot, but not enough to break through. Not enough to break through the fine sons of Sigmar, that's for sure. This'll be fine, it won't be scuffed at all, you'll see. Yeah, they're trying to get away, but like, where are they gonna fly? Where do they think they can fly that this little thing won't hit them? Oh, look at the damage. I love it so much. Look at the suns. See how they glitter and shine. Oh, the carnage. It's good. It's real good. We're gonna drop the nuke on this chieftain. Might be a better choice to be the assassin. It is a better choice to be the assassin, so we'll do that. Because the chieftain has less, you know, so... Why is it saying I'm nearly executable? Oh, because the assassin has an execute move? Well, we definitely don't want to get hit with that. Or maybe it's the chieftain. It's the chieftain. We need to get him down right now. Because if he were to execute the Lord with that ability, that would be both hilarious and, you know, not great. Alright, so right now we're going to drop this amazing burning head right in the middle of him there. Good stuff. Alright, now we're not executable anymore. And we're going to drop this purple sun right here to show them how we feel about them, even threatening us with it. And of course, as soon as they walk a little bit further in, hey, they already did a summon, and we already dealt with it. That's what protecting your lines properly looks like. No. Alright, so they're going to come on the battlefield before too long. But before they do any of that, we are going to melt their entire army that's here. And then they will have to trickle through slowly. And Elspeth will, you know, will regenerate up. And this guy doesn't have regeneration? Sad. We're just gonna shoot him with this short-range ammo. See how it works out. Oh, well, that didn't hit him. How it works out. Boom, baby. He can't get away from the leash of the spirit. And this is a good time to dive in and cause a chain terror rout. You'll know those times when they happen. You'll just say to yourself, man, this would be a good time for a chain terror rout. And it will be. You're a genius. Those Amethyst iron sides were set way too deep. It'll be okay. And now they're just in terrible shape, right? They're going to be... Hey, Bogdan. Good to go. Yes, good night indeed. Sorry I didn't see your message. I was embroiled in this. I guess it's just been a couple minutes, but thanks for stopping in. Perhaps we'll see you later. We're gonna breathe a breath upon this doom wheel. It's gonna spike it pretty good. No, we're gonna breathe it upon this lord, who I don't think is the kind with the nets. He's not the kind with the nets. He's got the lore of plague, not the lore of nets. Because if they want to just run right into that, I will absolutely let them. Oh, yeah, that's a lot of damage. And we're going to pop in here on them. And this is what it's all about, right? And then they come in on the long rifles, and then they're going to, just in time for these Amethyst Ironsides to line up, we're going to get to open up on them. Or these will from the trees. These will from the trees. Come on, shoot them. Yeah! Alright, well, they didn't really get to do too much. Oh, man, it just chunks them pretty good, huh? Good stuff indeed. Like, and I will absolutely leech this dude down to death. I don't think it'll even last him that long. He'll probably shatter. Man, he had super high leadership to last that long. Of course, Elspeth's at 4k HP because you cannot keep a good lady down. No, 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 no. You can't. And now we have managed to get through the battle without sacrificing any of our valuable and beloved units beyond the ones that got sacrificed on the way in. And, you know, very regretful we are about all of that. She's a menace. She's a terror. She is Elspeth von Draken. And she got like 1 billion value? No. Who got all the value this time? There may not have been that much value to go around, you know, we might have all shared it. There we go, and there's the army losses. So this was like a few very decent armies of Queek that we dealt with. And that'll blunt their advance here for a little while, maybe? Can I garden some more from here? Does it have to be like inside the borders of the Empire? I should have read that before I walked down here. I mean, we're not very far away from home. Not very far. Alright, so it is increased difficulty to recruit because of where we're at. However, you know, we've got access to all the RORs. Not the Demi ROR, obviously. So we take the Reichsguard just to get a cavalry sweeper because we want to? Or do we take these jokers because they're bunker strong? Alternately, we have 1 million schematics, so we could recruit one of them. That would be a 5th Amethyst Ironside. No, we take this, we can get up to the next tier also. So there we go. Now they have. Oh, it's like the spell. It's like the Soul Blight spell that they cast on their attacks. So now, even in melee, they got 120 armor now. Now I see where their potential lies. They got 120 armor, 44 melee attack and defense, and when they hit you, they drop your AP base weapon damage by 25% and your armor. So yeah, good stuff. They definitely sound like they'll be a fine addition to our collection.
Shaiish empowers me, Amethyst Guardian.
Alright, so the Gardens of Morn, Empire-owned settlements known to her. Alright. So we can already, like, go home anytime we want. But if we had other Empire settlements down here, we would be able to get back here easier. Now, the thing is that we don't need to necessarily go home right now. We can just grab a regiment of, like, the Reichsguard and continue on here for a bit and then go home after getting more to the dwarves. And that'll be good. We can go home, re-recruit some dimmies, figure out what we're doing with this army, maybe, or get rid of it. That's fine too. It doesn't feel great. Because we just need to figure out what we're doing on the campaign map. Alternately, we loop around and fight the Vampirates. Yeah, I guess we'll take the ROR Spearmen right now. Because no, the Reichsguard's better. The Reichsguard's better. Because especially, like, if we can just, like, pop in, grab Karazakarak, and return a couple of those other things to him. Aranessa wants peace treaty. Get real. Get absolutely real, Aranessa. Never going to happen. Not if you live 1,000 years, girl. Alright, we finally get some of our infantry units with leveled up stuff after all this time. And here we could get the artillery charges are cheaper and then more capacity for the army. We can wait on that a bit. Here we could get more of the state troops, so like the Carabin Greatswords, which are unbreakable, could be good. You know, all of these could be fine, potentially. I think we're going to take the Cav one just to pump them up, though, because we need them to be strong, too. No, improved heavy weapons first. You know, let them get a little better at the grind. Because Queek's gone, right? So if we go to Karazakarak, how long have they had it? Not like ages. They can't have that much there. And they don't. So we could sack it for 6k or get 800 schematics. I think... schematics feels more important than the money, even though we're like upside down. So here we have Karazakarak. Do we keep it? I mean, we totally could. We could keep it and move in here and then like use this, make the dwarves very upset. Now it is orange, which, you know, gives you more time to get things and you know, it's harder to get stuff, but it's still a place that has wealth. But do we really want to hold on to a dwarf hold at this point in the game when we had all of this that was green that we gave away? Because we can go take Kislev and live there and have Chaos to fight forever. Chaos is fun to fight. They get all these RORs that are totally cheap that make you say, why can't I just fight a nice fair Skaven army, unironically?
Amethyst magistrates. As fate requires.
In these dark times, we should stand together. Fine.
Alright, so he gets the Varenka Hills there. And of course, he's very happy with us. As we can keep on going as long as is practical. We don't have to go home on this little jaunt. We can loop all the way through these weird mountains, and that could be fine, because we can garden some more home whenever. That being said, if we hold the ancient High King seat, hey Sun Wukong, how are you? You know, that could end up being pretty good for us. That was a crazy fight we won against Queek Headtaker there at the beginning of the video, and it's definitely paying off now, because we know that his armies are on the back foot considerably, but you know, if you just give Belagar everything, you know, he'll be a good friend, and I think that's better than getting money slowly. I think being a good friend is better than that. And we're schematicking up. Alright, so if we give him Karazakarak, and he becomes the High King, he'll give me 4 grand. We need to wait for him to have some more money, bro. We're gonna wait and sell that to him for something better. If we can. I think we can, because anyway, he's gonna come here and defend, and it's sort of hard to underway across there. Not impossible. He might be able to get away with it. If he does, we'll just sell it to him right before when we notice. If we notice. We're bad people. That's, it's just another Elgi scheme. Alright, do we want another projectile? Yes. And now, more ammo and additional projectile? Yes. Boom, baby. And now we'll take steam tank repairs. And now our stuff's looking good. The steam tanks will get 20% HP back if they drop below 50% HP. You know, we've got a very souped up Amethyst Hellstorm. I'm excited about the future. Not about the immediate future, because I got to go to bed before too long. But, you know, the future. Also, happy August, everybody. And he wants me to join one of his petty wars. I guess I'm his only ally. I guess he's at war with the orcs in that tree. If we loop around to the other side, we'll help out there. Exiles a corner, a new regional power. Now we could probably do fine pop in Scarbrand's army, but do you really want to? Do you really want to have to? All right, 7 more turns until we get the ROR Demis back. Who, you know, maybe they're not the right thing for this army, but I love them and I want to use them.
Amethyst magistrate. Raise our standards here.
And we get the short victory achieved. Now we can have 3 more of all the kinds of heroes. And hooray, we win. You know, in a manner of speaking. We win the short victory. The long victory, we need to reclaim the regions of the Empire that are not part of our alliance. Which, of course, there are numerous ways to get somebody to join your alliance. The best one is just to, like, find some land adjacent to theirs and give it to them in exchange for it. But we need to get there and then erupt around here. You know, we might do some wars for it. But right now, we are prosecuting the foe. And, I mean, it's going well. It's going very well indeed. Scrot is going to Karazakarak, so now we have a choice. It is, do we sell it to the Dowie now and hope their stat can get it? Yeah. Just another Umgi scheme.
What brings you here?
Alternately, what? We fight some, go Gardens of War there, protect it. Nah, we'll just give it to him.
Step forward, true friend of the Ungrown clan. In these dark times, we should stand together.
And once again, we just give our ally a ton of stuff. Because again, like, why defend? Why make money? You just gotta smash. That's the way. Right, so this army is just straight trash. It can't do anything.
Beset by ill portents.
Oh, the garrison has no units right now. Well, that's not very nice of me. I think they all, like, happen at the end of the turn at once, though, so it should get them. Yeah, they're not able to quite raid it in time. And we did our part. Yeah. See, how can I have Hammerfist gets there, the Karazakarak is secured by the Dowie once more. And they're probably pretty happy that they had those items and stuff inside whenever we did it. Now this guy probably can't beat the garrison there, but if you can, you know, what are you gonna do?
For Verena and Nuln.
Queek has a pretty scary army here. Well, only parts of it are scary, like him. He's got warp fire throwers. Those are really good against infantry. But, you know, they've got short range. He's only got a little bit of stuff that'll be dangerous from far away. We could try to, like, ambush and meet up with them in the middle of our dwarf friends here. But if we do this, then we can definitely get the fight.
Rider of the Dragon of Carmine.
Yeah, let's go here just to definitely support. And then we'll be able to catch him anyway, probably. He gets his mount at rank 11, which is going to be very exciting. Do we take the missile resist? Probably, considering who we're fighting, wouldn't go amiss. Our money is not in a good spot, but, you know, negative 1,300. I mean, if you can just have, like, 15 turns or so of freedom, that'll be enough. And there we go. We failed to spot an enemy ambush. So this is real bad. That's what we get. That's what we get for going into an ambush around Skaven. Let's see how it goes. Oh boy. We are going to pause here, though, and take some stock of what's going on around us. Alright, so what do we have? We have our artillery in the back about to get jumped on. The avalanche mortars there about to ruin everything. If we go here and get on the globes, and we go here and get the long rifles, like... No, they would need to get all the way over there to do anything. Theodore Bruckner can go dual Queek. No dumber thing's ever been done.
Of Nuln. By blade and bullet. By magic and might. The Empire shall stand triumphant.
Yeah, the Knights of the Black Rose really need to get on these avalanche mortars. Oh man, they are on us bad. It'll be okay. It won't. Elspeth very much needs to get here on this chieftain. We're gonna hit Queek with this, you know, and Theodore Bruckner is probably gonna lose to Queek. He's probably gonna die because Queek has like a ton of stuff, and Theodore Bruckner was basically just born, and Lupio's in combat against him. That feels bad. This dude's gonna run in, try to do something. Elspeth needs to drop. Where? Here? Yeah. At least the warp fire throwers are coming in on Elspeth, who is the one thing on the ground who can actually take this. Knights of the Black Rose and just absolutely wrecked. This is a disaster. But, you know, hey, we got ambushed, so that makes sense. Plaguebunt Censer Bearers, which are menaces. And can we get our artillery online? Yes, we can. What we can't do is get our... the long rifles. Oh, man. Oh, the humanity. Terrible stuff. Alright, we just need to drop this. I can't believe how much damage we're letting them get on us. This is awful. It'll be okay. Alright, so Queek is getting shot by someone, I hope. Please shoot him. Anyway, this is why you don't get outside of a settlement around Skaven. A lesson I learned a really long time ago, but not in a way where you can tell that I learned it. Alright, so at least we pop the Lord. Because now, you know, now it's just a bunch of dangerous rats, and that'll be fine. If I can get them off my freaking artillery for long enough, jeez. A nice burning head from that bound ability. The Reichsguard immediately coming into battle and immediately dying. You know, they understood their assignment in life. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay. We're about to get absolutely roasted again because they have the avalanche mortars. These guys are so rough. We're gonna... We've already seen them in action. We're just gonna charge into them because, you know, they're not great against single entities. The Auckland long rifles... Sure, it'd be better if they were shooting them, this Hellion here. Alright, the Hellion won't last too long here, right? Because we'll shoot him. Because somebody will shoot him. Because he'll run or something. Right? Right? Please run. Alright, Avalanche Mortar still getting beat on. We're just going to drop this where? Here? Here on the Rattling Gunners. No, the Giselles. Even better. And they're going to run into it? Please run into it. Yeah, there we go. You know, not the worst thing that could happen after an ambush. And importantly, this is going to let our dwarf friends, you know, pick up the change. Of course, it's also going to give us the opportunity to not have our artillery anymore. And Elspeth's all the way over here, unable to help with all this stuff that's happening. Alright, so they are, however, being very, very Skaven at the moment and sending in artillery at our tanks in the front. It's not the kind of artillery that hurts tanks very much. I mean, please shoot them, guys. Just please. Just either turn around or don't. Help hit Abomination. Really doing a lot of work. Can we shoot it? Can we shoot at our enemies? Can we do that? Anyway, we're in terrible, terrible trouble here. The tanks have already used their repairs. The tanks have already used their everything. The artillery is sort of lost from its guns. The gunpowder is compromised. And this is all my fault. You know, I tried to ambush Skaven. It's just as dumb as it sounds. Just as dumb as it sounds. We're just gonna charge that tank in there. Man, this is going so rough. But maybe... maybe we're about to turn the corner. After all, if we just get any of our gunpowder units online and not compromised for a bit to where they can fire, then this is all going to open up, which is, I think, just what we're finally seeing here. Yep, and then we get repeated terror routes on all of our foes there. We just need to get in here. Oh, yeah, that's good stuff. Getting shot by the rattling guns. Doesn't matter. Man, wasn't that, you know, hey, we defended it. We sure did. And of course, we definitely need to mop up as we can. There won't be too much we can do here. But if we get on this, we'll be able to shoot a good bit at them as they flee, and that could be good. Because really, you know, like, if we can just do, like, some free damage to these Stormvermin with halberds, that'll make it all worth it. All of it. Please shoot them. Please do some damage to them. Because, of course, even if it hits the trees, I think the purple suns still, like, go off, right? You can just tell them, like, shoot into the trees, and it'll... yeah, that's actually amazing. So it makes your Hellstorm immune to carrying about the terrain, because it'll just drop onto the ground and do them there. Very cool. And hey, we do it. One steam tank gets 3,500 value, one gets 2k. I think the Sutzen's mortar is sort of like outlived its usefulness in this army. We lose the cavalry, lose an Amethyst Ironside. That one really stings, of course. So, schematics or life? I think we're gonna go home right after this. No, we'll take the schematics, yeah. I don't think they'll come in and hit us again. They won't be able to get the bonus attack there, yeah. So there we go. The ambush gets foiled. Goes pretty bad. But we crack some more of their armies.
Elspeth von Drachen. My rituals need time and preparation.
Yeah, because we can just bounce now. I mean, we left him with a problem, but he'll be fine.
For Verena and Null.
Master engineer.
She can just pop him home, and now we're not broke anymore, because her army is both smaller and here. Alright, so... we'll give him the Suitsen's guns, because I just, you know, they're not really punchy enough for this army. They want to be able to shoot into a front line, and it doesn't really, you know, it's not really germane to what we want to do here. The cannon we want. The cannon to get its monstrous impact, which is really good for the army. And Theodore, I want to use him in our army because he's like big and punchy, but I think he makes more sense in this alternate weird army that we might be building. No, we should at least try him out. Yeah, we'll try him out. Do we want another tank? Well, another tank would be probably the best thing, right? No, we'll keep a more varied army all the same, right? Because what do we want to do here? We can... I mean, we could just get another tank there. Come to that.
The Empire stands on the bodies of the dead.
So we can get like a Knight of the Black Rose and a Demi Halberd. One of each seems, you know, okay-ish.
Victory carried on the wind.
Then we can go, you know, a Hellblaster volley gun for even more tremendous punch in the middle. Because, I mean, we need a front line again, and we don't have any more swordsmen with us. Or the ability to recruit anymore.
Nobody understands the importance of ballistic calculations these days.
Ill visions. Double the watch.
Okay, so we do have the global reduction. We just don't have anywhere to literally don't have anywhere to get a swordsman from. That makes sense. Why would we? Why would we?
Amethyst magistrates.
Imperial scholar.
We are the strength of the Empire.
Yeah, we can't even get a spearman with a shield. We don't have the building. Pretty funny stuff. You know what we could do? We could just get these swords of the Empire, and that would be an even cooler front line than we had. That's what we'll do.
I've so many ideas and so little time. If we calibrate the pressure by 5 square inch,
Amethyst Guardian. Join me for the pillars of the world tremble.
Because you could just take Gotrek and Felix in this army, but they can't hold the line like we would need. We drop Sterling's Revenge. That'll at least give us
Von Draken. Weaving weapon and magic.
another couple frontliners, which we do need. So we do that, and then we've got the slots for... Yeah, the two There seems like we could do that. Could work. This army is becoming a liability.
Work to do. Never complacent.
Alright, Elspeth is about to be back in business again.
The dead are thick about you.
Clan Ungren has been attacked by the Ironclaw Orcs. Sort of saw that coming. We're definitely standing on their side. Maybe we should go see about this Nemesis Crown thing. That could be fun.
Rider of the dragon in carmine. I call upon your might.
It is quite thrilling to be out in the field after all this time.
Such good abilities. We gotta use them. We gotta see how it's gonna stack up.
Amethyst mage. Wielder of the pale scythe.
What's been happening while we've been gone? Not too much. Looks like Thrott's southward expansion got blunted a little bit. Of course, Clan Angren's about to have more trouble than it wants, but hey, it's got the realm here, and if it can retake, you know, the Silver Road, then it's going to be in some really nice shape. Our fast travel will be off cooldown soon, right? 4 turns. Alright, where do we want to go? We can go up here and fight Throt some, even though I don't want to fight Skaven. We can go down here and try to take like a valuable province, like we can try to take like the Merigliano province here and then burn down Skaven Blight. Getting rid of Claw could be very good. And I don't think like the High Elves would declare. But no, I mean what we need to do is try to retake the realm, right?
The arena and gnomes. We need
We'll get this
all
research rate improvement.
stand against the old foe.
And of course we're about to be upside down again, so it's action, action, action. And there's war in the north once more.
Shaiish blows me thither.
The world is lessened by your stupidity.
Menial but necessary.
Time to go for the crown. I've never found the crown like on the ground. I always took it from somebody. It's real. It's real, and Gotrek now has the blessing of the lady. Oh boy. Oh, that's so close to being stacked already. Alright, how do we fit Gotrek and Felix in the Elspeth army? Get rid of the warrior priest, but he does good work.
My inventions will make quick work of you.
Where's our desk? Oh no.
This firing line is going to be special.
Theodore Bruckner. Battle protocols. Our weapons are yours.
This is going to be the most wonderful firing line ever.
Before me I see a host of souls for the taking. But first, we must break their bodies and set their spirits free.
The humanity. Look at them all melt. That is what a proper firing line looks like. Hey Natasha. It's good to see you. You say you look here. Well, I'm just about to be saying goodnight. You know, it's a little bit late for me. That roulette for a casino is making on your friend's server. That sounds pretty cool. You'll have to tell me how it goes. I'm already talking a little bit late at night. But we finally figured out this campaign, you know. We played it on hard instead of very hard. But, you know, we also learned a lot. And this ambush happened pretty hilariously. We're going to get this Nemesis Crown, and we're going to put it on our head. And it's going to make a lot of our friends upset, and they'll get over it.
A moment of prayer.
Alright, so we take the crown. It makes us stronger. People don't like us, but we can probably get away with it.
Elspeth von Draken.
Oh, yeah. You level it up and you get, like, all sorts of good stuff. You lose it if you don't fight often enough, though.
Rider of the dragon.
But a great thing to end the video on. One day we'll figure out what we want to do with this army. Nuln makes 0 money. And while going to level 5 seems like it would be good, it would make us go upside down pretty badly. We can get rid of the growth building and take money there, though. Because where's the route to cash now? We can go and pop the man-eaters. Yeah, that's a route.
Let me think about it. No.
But anyway, I should probably go ahead and stop it here before I find something else interesting to do and then find myself talking loudly much too late into the night. But there we go. You know, we're not doing too bad now. Turn 84. You know, we've got a bunch of good allies. The wars are far away. We've achieved a short victory. You know, it's good stuff. If we wanted to call the campaign now, it would be, you know, it would be a victory. Look at the Empire. You know, it's not complete, but it's good. We're friends with the dwarves that form a huge barrier here. It's good. But of course, peace can never be eternal. And so, in the grim darkness of the far fantasy past, there's only war. That's all I've got for you right now. I've got to go to bed. We'll probably play again tomorrow, knowing me. But, you know, coming on my work weekend. So, anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Good night, Natasha. Good night, Somo Kong. Good night, Colin, if you're around. Good night, Bogdan, unless you left. But anyway, and good night even if you did. But morning if you're in Europe. Unimportant, the specifics. What I mean to say is thank you all very much. Good night. And perhaps I will see you in another stream or video. I sure had fun playing Elspeth for about 10 hours today. And I totally get why people love this campaign now. I just needed to get better. I just needed to get better and level up. But anyway, see you guys.